Good afternoon, Manchester. It's Friday, March 23rd, and welcome to this week's edition of The Pulse. I'm Ryan Stewart.
And I'm Lauren Packard. Thank you so much for joining us. Last week, the Pulse crew was in Nashville, Tennessee for the Student Television Network National Convention. And today we highlight the award-winning work that our students put together.
This includes a silent film that is sure to bring you to tears and a spot feature story that placed first in the nation.
But before that, we'll highlight a new club at MHS teaching students to communicate in a whole new way.
And we'll also take a look back at an empowering movement that gave MHS students the opportunity to speak out.
All this and much more coming up on this week's edition of The Pulse.
On Wednesday, March 14th, students were given a unique opportunity to stand up and speak out.
1 month after a school shooting in Parkland, Florida, students from around the country walked out of class in a way to encourage the government to take action and make our schools safer.
MHS participated in this movement, and students not only walked out of class, but a select few gave moving speeches to their classmates and peers. The Pulse was able to capture this powerful event. Take a look.
1 month ago, we celebrated Valentine's Day, a day where our hearts should be open and our hearts should be hugged, and our hearts were broken with another tragic event down in Parkland, Florida.
On March 14th, MHS was part of the National School Walkout Day.
One by one, students started getting up and walking out of their own volition. There was just a line, almost like a parade of students.
When I saw that many people that came out to show that they cared this much about something,
Welcome to MHS Says Enough.
was really cool.
Students would gather and listen to other speakers, other poets, other activists.
We need to change, because if we don't, we're condoning the murders of countless lives.
Disappointment because I knew this was going to be considered another mass shooting. Sorrow because this was another mass shooting.
I want all of MHS to say, this is enough.
This is enough!
Again!
This is enough!
Again!
This is enough!
I know we couldn't make it because of SCN, but it seemed like the walkout was very effective.
Yeah, there were thousands of these events across the country, and I think the student voices are starting to be heard.
Another school event took place involving the students of the National Honor Society.
They danced alongside residents with intellectual disabilities from the Manchester community. Jake Bruby has the story.
The Mark Dance is an excellent example of how much Manchester values all of its members. This dance mixes people of the Manchester community that have disabilities with students and volunteers for a fun night of partying and celebration. Miss Grayson, a head organizer of the event, emphasizes the effect that Mark has on the Manchester community.
So Mark is an organization from Manchester that helps people in the community with disabilities, and so what's really unique about it is that the focus is on providing lots of good entertainment and community events for all of the people in our community. It brings people together.
Mark associated itself with the National Honor Society to hold this event. NHS President Lauren Barrett explains what this event is all about.
This event is run by a National Honor Society, so it's a chance for Manchester High School students to come together with these people from the community and just to have a good time.
Mark is a non-profit organization based out of Manchester that helps support those with disabilities from Manchester and surrounding towns.
As you can see, this dance was clearly a lot of fun, and something Mark and MHS students look forward to all year. From The Pulse, this has been Jake Barabee reporting.
It's great to see the community coming together to bring joy to those who aren't as fortunate as us.
Yeah, it was such a unique experience. Seeing them laugh and have fun was really heartwarming.
Speaking of exciting activities in the school, a one-of-a-kind club has recently been introduced to MHS. The ASL Club stands for American Sign Language and is bringing a unique way of communicating to our school. Olivia McHugh was there to recap the event.
The halls of MHS are filled with unique clubs that fit all hobbies and personalities for each student. The American Sign Language Club is a new opportunity being organized for students to learn and practice their signing. The art of signing requires specific motions with your fingers and hands to convey messages. The room requires silence as MHS students practice and concentrate as well as communicate without saying a word. Nicole Maluski, an English teacher here at MHS, runs the club. Her inspiration coming from:
I actually had a deaf student several years ago at Tolland High
who started teaching me more words and really getting me interested in taking classes at the American School for the Deaf. And then since then, I haven't really had an opportunity to use it until we started the club here.
Nadia Zuniga, a senior at MHS, is president of the club and speaks upon her passion for sign language.
I was self-learning on and off again, forgetting, remembering, and it wasn't until last year when I saw the language being used, I was like, this needs to be taught somewhere and probably increase.
ASL Club accepts new members at any time, so feel free to stop by room 239 at 2:15 on Wednesdays to join.
The Harbinger class at MHS has shown much creativity when it comes to writing articles, but recently they have expanded their writing and took their creativity to a whole new level. A brand new sports section has been created by students in the Harbinger class. Adam Diebold has the story.
Harbinger is a class at MHS where students write articles for classwork or freely on whatever interests them. It's one of the school's many ways of informing the student body about all recent school activities and worldwide news. 3 members of Harbinger, juniors Eamon Grady and Tristan Beatty, along with sophomore Kelly Maloney, have worked together to make a unique group within Harbinger called Harbinger Sports. The reason why these 3 boys created this group was because
we really wanted to take like a very sports-focused direction with our journalism.
We're just interested in sports and wanted a way to help the class, help Harbinger, and just do our own thing.
We just figured we'd make some social media that was more directed towards sport, because that's what we knew we all wanted to do. That's what we knew we wanted to be involved in.
Other than just writing sports articles, they've taken their work outside the classroom and created an Instagram page where they post things like
trades, highlight plays.
It's about local and global sports.
We post about MHS stuff going on, people who are doing well.
As the advisor for Harbinger for 4 years, teacher Mr. Delaney is intrigued by
outside of the classroom. I check on weekends and they'll just be like, they'll be posting during a game or when a big news gets dropped about the NBA or about the NFL or whatever, and anything connected to it, or the Ball family. They're following this on their own time and they're using their own time to explore it, which is a beautiful thing.
As Kelly, Tristan, and Eamon continue to strive inside and outside the classroom, Harbinger Sports will continue to grow in popularity within MHS. From Manchester, this has been Adam Diebold reporting.
When we come back, we'll revisit all of the hard work our broadcast team put into their individual competitions. But first, a quick message.
From food truck to restaurant within a year, Cheeks Chicken is an up-and-coming restaurant that has drawn attention from all over. Known for their mouth-watering chicken, Cheeks offers many sandwich as well as waffle options. Having over 10 house-made sauces, the opportunities are endless. With a few exceptions, Cheeks is open from 11 to 10, Sunday through Wednesday, and 11 to 11, Thursday through Saturday. If you're looking for great chicken, you know where to find it. 648 Center Street in Manchester, Connecticut.
Last week, the juniors and seniors of our broadcast team traveled all the way to Nashville, Tennessee to take place in the Student Television Network competition.
The main focus was the Crazy 8 competition, where we had to produce an entire episode of The Pulse in just 8 hours.
But we also took part in many individual competitions ranging from public service announcements to silent films, where our crew showed off what they bring to our program.
Each contest was assigned a strict time limit and given a prompt and an empty flash drive. A few hours later, the flash drive was returned with a finished product. Here are 2018 STN convention entries.
It has been said that one man can change the world. That is certainly the case for Laura Flynn, a grade 6 teacher at Hodges Elementary School.
Which kind of car they want. Maybe they want a motorcycle.
Flynn has been teaching 13 years at the school, and she dedicates her work to
the relationship and getting through to them and seeing what they need, meeting those needs, and then the academics easily come. Okay.
Flynn chooses to work in a disadvantaged neighborhood for good reason.
Without my life being what it was, there's no way I could understand what these kids are going through and the needs that they have.
She connects with her students.
And, she wants to know how we're doing, and, I appreciate that.
she obviously loves what she's teaching, and that goes over into the kids developing a love for it.
It certainly takes the work of adults like Laura to better the future for the children of our nation. From Student Television Network, I'm Patrick Doherty reporting.
Good morning, Nashville. I'm Adam Diebel, along with
Jake Barabee, and you were listening to STN Radio, where we tell all of the latest news in the Music City.
Speaking of the Music City, Jake, did you hear about the Ed Sheeran concert?
No, I haven't.
How haven't you? It's going to be his biggest Nashville concert yet.
Really? When is it?
Concert is going to be on October 6th at the Nissan Stadium. Tickets are on sale now, so make sure to hurry because the seats are filling up quickly.
In other news, Nashville is implementing a new technology called ShotSpotter.
The ShotSpotter? What is that for?
Well, this technology pinpoints the location of gunfire and informs law enforcement of its location.
Do you know who else is making a change for the better?
I sure do. University of Tennessee football hired new head coach Jeremy Pruitt, who is known for recruiting.
Coach Pruitt is currently in the process of laying 3 homegrown prospects. He hopes to get these boys on campus because he believes that being in the environment will build a strong relationship.
And finally, here's the weather outlook for the weekend. It's looking like it will be mostly sunny with a 100% chance of rain in the afternoon.
Well, it looks like that's all we have for you today. For STN Radio Network, I'm Adam Diebel.
And I'm Jake Barabee.
The Staples Center was rocking last night as the 23-17 Nashville Predators clashed with the 24-17 LA Kings in a dramatic game with major playoff implications. The game got off to a quick start, and Roman Josi got the Preds on the scoreboard first with this laser of a slap shot. The Kings quickly answer back and tie the game at 1 when Adrian Kempe pickpockets PK Subban and scores the unassisted goal. After a back-and-forth goal fest over the next 15 minutes of gameplay, the Predators pull away when Austin Watson scores the second goal of the game to make it 4-2. But a crucial penalty by Ryan Ellis minutes later gives the Kings a power play and puts them in position to bring the game back within reach. Tyler Toffoli delivers in the clutch and punches in the puck past a diving Pecorine to close the gap to 4-3 with 11 minutes left, setting the stage for a wild ending.
3 seconds to go. Behind the net. Subban with it. Centered out again. A backhander at the buzzer. Stopped by Pekka. And the Predators have won it.
To be crucial down the stretch. For STN Sports, I'm Dalton Heiler reporting.
Good morning, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Lauren. We have the very latest news in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville in Concert final season celebration is set to play one last concert taking place March 25th and will feature Claire Bowen, Chris Carmack, and many more. Tickets went on sale at 10 a.m. today.
Although Nashville may be known for its music, the city has its reputation for its food too. From Burner Restaurants, the Food Hall Company, and Fifth and Broadway developers made a deal for $430 million. The project includes a 100,000 square foot food hall and entertainment venue. The unnamed food hall opens up in the first half of 2020.
If you'd like to post about food or music, Nashville has the app for that. Google, a California-based company, has chosen Nashville as a pilot city for its new bulletin app. The app allows publishers to post their own photos, videos, and stories to the web, which can then be shared on social media and found on search engines.
Well, it seems like we have covered it all. For Student Television Network, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Ryan.
You got trembles inside. You got the butterflies all tied up.
Musical education brings students together as a community because music is
Ahen.
and
Ein.
one language.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of Sports Extra. I'm Chris Pagano.
And I'm AJ Librio. Today's topic of discussion is sports parents' behavior.
When discussing a topic like this, I think it's very important to discuss how much is too much.
Right, there's definitely a line to be crossed when it's talking about a parent's involvement in their kids' athletic careers.
Absolutely.
But Chris, let me ask you, where do you think that line has been crossed for a guy like, let's say, LeVar Ball? For those of you who don't know, LeVar Ball is the father of 3 famous basketball prodigies, one of which currently playing in the NBA today.
I think the line was crossed when the guy said that he would be a better coach than Luke Walton. I mean, Christ, the guy, Luke Walton, his father is a Hall of Famer. Basketball is in his blood. He himself is an NBA champion. It is disrespectful to even say that he would be a better
I
coach.
totally couldn't agree more. He's had success himself where LeVar Ball hasn't even touched an NBA court. ESPN even said that in college, LeVar Ball averaged 2.2 points a game. It's ridiculous.
Bench warmer. So what do you think a parent's over-involvement does to the player?
It's very vital for a parent to be supportive of their kid, to let them know that what they're doing is good and be very positively impacted. But it comes to a point where they cannot be impacting their player negatively. They have to be in the right mindset, and it can't overall affect their performance.
I think they have to affect their performance in some way. And then you can affect them negatively in some way, but at the end of the day, it needs to be more positive than negative.
I can agree with that. All right, well, that's all we got for you today. Thank you for tuning in. For Student Television Network, I'm AJ Librio.
And I'm Chris Pagano. This has been Sports Extra.
From the day they're born, children have dreams and aspirations for the future.
I want to be an artist someday.
And toys can help bring these dreams to life.
I decided to buy markers and a coloring book because I feel like whenever I buy coloring supplies that I can be creative with it.
From conductors to cowgirls. With a little imagination, the sky is the limit for what these kids can be.
I think as adults we can sometimes forget what it's like to pretend and have fun and relax a little bit.
The Kids Corral in Nashville, Tennessee has been selling toys for years, and after just 3 months, cashier Gloria Banya can already see the powerful effects that the store has on these young dreamers.
Well, to some it's a wonderland, like to some it's a fantasy land.
And for new mother Katie Davison, it's a way for her daughter Maple to imagine the future.
And it allows her to pretend to be a firefighter or pretend to be a mom, and all of those toys help her with her imagination.
From a doctor to a race car driver, it's stores like these that give children the opportunity to dream big. For the Student Television Network, this is Kyle Smith reporting.
Seeing those videos makes me realize how proud I am to be a part of this program.
Yeah, everyone in broadcast really brings something to the table, and our entire team came together to produce these amazing videos.
Because of our hard work, the Pulse won the 2017-2018 Broadcast Excellence Award for the Northeast region. And we'd like to congratulate the Spot Feature Group and the Radio Commentary Group, who both placed in their competitions.
Well, that's all we have for you this week, Manchester. Be sure to turn in next week for a behind-the-scenes look at the Spring Musical and an update on the March Madness brackets around MHS.
If you have any ideas for stories we might have missed, email Mr. Larson at b11elars@mpspride.org or visit us in the communications suite.
To learn more about the Pulse or to check out some of our other projects, visit our website at mhstelevision.com.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook at MHS Red Prod. I'm Ryan Stewart.
And I'm Lauren Packard. This has been
The Pulse.